What we're about to do is go back, way back, to pick some of you lost bastards up. You know, here at the Light Show, they try to stop excellence from being created and told. That never happened. I can make 100 of these pages. Only thing that's going to change is a little bit of direction. But other than that, the message is still going to hit hard. It's still going to be nothing but truth. Tune in, get your popcorn, whatever you need. Just get ready for this ride, yo. So, being in this time and seeing how everybody works, everybody's lost in a egotistic thing. That's what we're doing. That's what they've reverted the game to. A bunch of people getting emotional support for not giving anything. I don't know if it's in the Bible, but I know I've seen it in a movie with Christ going at the Pharisees. And what he says, fools, you scribes and Pharisees. Better yet, I think I have it. Honestly, I think I have it recorded and saved because I wanted to use it as a skit for something. One quick second. See if I can find this real fast. Which shouldn't be hard because it should be pretty close. Yes, it is right here. All right. That way I don't mess it up. But he spoke on blind guides. People that lead to nowhere. Check this out. Let's listen real quick. So when he's speaking on blind guides, people that lead people nowhere, that is happening very that's happening a lot. Let's say it like that. That is happening a lot in this time. And from that, it is making people careless. And when you become careless, you become selfish. And when you become selfish, the character of humanity is what guides human life. The kindness of people is what makes shelter. Even providing a place to sleep for the homeless is called a shelter. Seeing how that is humane for people to be of some type of comfort and peace in the night for you to sleep, and regain your energy to start another day. Why did I title this Satan or Shaitan? Because I'm speaking on it from a Quranic point. The Devil's Due and Willie Lynch, the connection. Okay. I don't know if anybody's been watching, but it is coming out that J6 was not as hostile on the inside as it was perceived on the outside. The whole other page has been knocked. I could try to go to court, fight it, but it's gone. It is what it is. Pressing forward. On that page, there was a lot of evidence. Like what happened that day and how the Capitol Guards opened the gates. Now we know why, seeing the footage thanks to Tucker Carlson on the inside, how they were escorting people around, opening doors for them, showing them stuff inside. The whole QAnon shaman thing, they escorted him the whole way around. Okay, but you believed it. From a group of people that had the energy of telling you about aborting children, subjugating children to sexual, explicit, material at the tender ages of elementary, which is a terrible force on a undeveloped mind. Those type of gatherings are the same as putting a blue or red rag on a first grader, or teaching them how to bag up drugs and sell them. Same level, same playing field. It gets distorted by Satan or Shaitan and the devil's due. You have to give the devil its due. What does that mean? When you partake in violence, and when violence happens, that is giving the devil its due. Like, you can't shoot guns and then cry when you kill people with the guns that you know you're shooting, or the knife you're stabbing, or the neck you're snapping, or the woman you're assaulting, or the child you're molesting. All that is giving the devil its due, because see, the teachings were there before the action happened. In most cases, we're at the point in reality where you know what you're doing. Or do you? Satan's in the Quran, it has been told to me, because I don't read Arabic, but it has been told to me that in this book, Shaitan sends out demons. And what these demons do is there are many different ones that are specialized in doing certain things. Increments. Just like how, the righteous work through increments. Well, so does wickedness. One of these demons is a family destroyer. That's what it loves to do. That's what it's placed to do, is destroy families. The family unit has been destroyed extremely now. So that due to the devil is being reaped, as you see every day. Now, how do we fast forward and connect it with Willie Lynch? Well, that's where the Negro needs to come and sit down and hear something for a few ticks. The whole Mexican cartel murder that just took place. Now people are saying that that group went down there for different reasons. Some say, a BBL. Turns out all of them have prior drug records. And it's alluding to it was a bad drug deal. Then the only girl in the case, her children have been taken from her due to child abuse, some type of stuff like that. She left them unattended for the 5 days that she left. Where does Willie Lynch fit into that? Because the first thing all of us did was assume that, for one, people are stupid because they're not watching the news and seeing what's going on. Then two, for you to take this dangerous journey simply for a BBL, which is going to play the mind state out as blacks are stupid. Okay, but it's even worse because now we're talking about drug deals. So, in this instance, it is the Willie Lynch effect, seeing how it's the smart versus the dumb, the old versus the young. The connection is there because you can see how the youth are running this show right now. Or are they? Is it really the devil running the show? How do we know? Children are missing at the border. Everything's being done wrong purposely right in front of everybody. Nobody's noticing it. But some are coming around and letting it be known that, hey, all this stuff we have on record, from Jan 6 to the pandemic to elections, all that stuff, it's all creasing down the hill. Like, it's not like an avalanche where it's just all piling up. No. It's like if it was just oozing down a hill, like slime or something. It's just oozing down. And we all can see it. Well, some of us. So, just because you don't believe in negative energy, because see, that's the weird thing with society nowadays. Everybody is going off of a program that was given to them from people that indoctrinated people with a God. Told them they had to think this way, they had to live this way, they had to be this way, or they were going to be killed. For this same group in today's time to say you can believe in whatever you want, and we don't even believe in that God that we gave you. Negroes should be paying attention because you're the one that always is around these type. You're never around these righteous, God-fearing white people, conservative white people. You're not around them. You're around the ones that are liberal. They're trying, you can think whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And we don't even believe in the Lord that we gave you from the beginning to put you where you are mentally, where you are in that sense. We're not addressing, we're not negating, we're not doing anything. We're just pushing you along with other stuff like racism, self lust. You know what I'm saying? Lusting yourself, pretty much. That's what people are doing nowadays. That's why everything is about you. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's about what you think. But you're not the centerpiece of everything that's going on, or you're not one of those people that think that way. I'm not saying everybody that's joining us. I'm saying the masses of people are not bright. That's why the challenges of poverty haven't changed, because people don't want to change the condition. They just want to argue about it and then put violence with it and claim that violence is due to poverty, when that's not true. There are too many people that are underprivileged that are not violent at all, sleeping on the streets. So it's like you have to take it for what it's worth. And in all honesty, the program of today is to get everybody on the devil's due. You're doing everything backwards. You know what I'm saying? You're arguing with family values. You're arguing with gender roles. You're arguing with everything that has made it this far. Even the concept of the computer and all that stuff, that wasn't generated by all these odd thoughts. You know what I'm saying? All these messy emotions that really have nothing to do with proper business. You guys would hate if every cup of coffee you try to get the bottom busted. It never worked. Okay. Well, that's where we're heading by doing things incorrect. You know what I mean? I had to take it back to the old school. I had to put it on both chains. Yeah, I put it on the Africa one and on Turtle Island. Yeah. You want to know why? Because I'm starting to realize something. It don't matter where you go. Just know you're not doing it right. You guys are not out here doing this corrective. That's why we're having all these different problems. You know what I mean? From street gossip to federal gossip to ancient gossip. It's like the debate yesterday between Tazariak and Chris Harris just proved one thing. People are searching to connect something to try to point out a fraud, when in reality, the fraud is the one that's denying the truth. The fraud is the one trying to be a slave, knowing that that is way too far back for you to do. The fraud is trying to represent the hoax that happened in the 60s. When everybody knows that it happened. It really happened in the 60s. Everybody knows. Anybody who's been studying, watched that, it was an episode of MASH or whatever, and the white dude is talking about it. He's talking about how it was in the 60s. That was the last strive of real humans. Now everybody's a robot. And it's like, well, if I'm telling you that a hoax happened in the 60s and they turned Negroes and coloreds into blacks, and they turned Negroes and coloreds into Native Americans, and then they let these other little people weasel their way in, just like the Jew did off the back of the Civil Rights Movement. Martin Luther King taking pictures with Jacob Rothschild. It's right there. It's all in your history. You can, like I said, you can literally go to Atlanta Airport. You'll see it. If you're going to the north end, you'll see it, especially if you're not taking the train. If you don't take the train, you just ride the little escalator, but not really an escalator. It's the one that just goes forward. You're going to see it. You're going to see the picture right there. So, it's like at the end of the day, there's so much that has happened, and it's really not as there's a lot that happened, but it's like it's hard to put it all together on one. You'd have to break it all down. But in facts, from Johnny Gosch's situation, you already know that there's government ties to trafficking. You know what I mean? It's there, regardless if people want to admit it's there. Okay, 20,000 missing at the border. Right? Nobody says nothing. Everybody's worried about slaps at award shows and people dressing provocative and Astro Boy boots. It's like, look where your brain's at. You're 31 trillion in the hole. Your GDP is only 25 trillion. China's is rising. Their GDP is rising. Russia's is rising. Why is everybody making money and you're falling? But you keep trying to be helping everybody. Sending all them billions to Ukraine. Leaving all them billions of equipment in Afghanistan. It's like, what are you doing? People can sit around and live common life. You notice things are rising in prices. There's a reason. There's a reason that all this stuff is coming around. Because you're about to go through some hard times. And if y'all don't mentally get right, your whole country is going to fall. I tell people like this, it's not about not being concerned anymore. It's about being concerned. It's about seeing what is going on. It's about letting your voice be heard, making it be heard, making it be known. I got old videos I need to upload. I got new videos I need to make. But in all seriousness, we have to start seeing the game. You know what I mean? And how it's connected to negative energy. It always has been connected to negative energy. I don't know why people don't want to believe that, but it's like it's true. It's all connected, all of it. It's all connected to negative energy. Because that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to regrow my hair out, but it's like that's what they want to do. They want to destroy all of you. The whole process of humanity. They don't want it to exist. But it's up to us to, you know what I'm saying, make the proper steps to get the people aligned and stop whining and begging and go for the real information, the one that's going to benefit them in the long run. We'll talk more. Yo, peace and love, man. And just remember, the putting you guys against yourselves. You hate this dude. You hate this woman. You know what I'm saying? The light skin, dark skin complex. The Africa, America origin complex. All them arguments, those are to destroy the house. It's to destroy the home. Because you're all on this soil. You can keep preaching about another continent if you want. You're all right here. And your 50,000 patents are here. And all the stuff that they took from you is right here. It's not nowhere else. All your work that you did in all these fields, right here. Benjamin Banneker's clock, all that stuff, right here. You keep running away. That's why they're able to keep taking your stuff and brainwashing you somewhere else. And you're never getting nothing done here where you are. Don't get it confused. Africa's cool. Nothing wrong with Africa. But you've done way too much over here in a short amount of time to even be concerned with Africa. That's why you keep going to old Africa. You don't go to recent Africa. You never talk about stuff in Africa that's been going on in 1700s, 1800s, 1900s. You never talk about that. You're always going BC time. Way, way long ago. I don't even have to go that far. My 50,000 patents are all in the 18th, 19th century. Better yet, 17, 18, 19. I got one guy on my side that came up with 300 different ideas off of one invention or one discovery that he discovered. George Washington Carver discovered the peanut. He created it. But not only that, he created 300 ways to use it. See this Master Mason stuff? I don't think it's as far distant from the American Negro as we think. Because I have another one. I had Benjamin Banneker. He created his own clock. He created the almanac. Created a lot of different things for agriculture. Masters. Even though I don't like him very much, D.W. Du Bois did a lot for school. Did. First open heart surgery done in America. Back then. In modern time. Because we don't know anything about, ancient heart surgery. We don't know about it. But in modern time, it was us. The first Siamese twin split. We did that too. Same guy. Why would you keep someone in the past when they can clearly go to the present and see a lot better stuff than what's in the past? And think this over. Why would they substitute their minds for physical activity, something that they dread that the slave had to endure? The stage performance, the dancing, the singing, the sports. Why would you trade in all your knowledge for your God-given talents, something that you used to do in your backyard? Think it over. Goes.